let's warm up with an easy question, then we're going to get into something really, okay. Again, you got to choose between a perm and a com. Look for specific things. It says, in how many ways can an executive committee be chosen from 16 student council members? So you got 16 members. Now you got to decide, is it a perm or is it a com? Read on. Consists of a prime minister, that's 1, deputy prime minister, 2, treasurer, 3, secretary, 4. So this, in fact, is a perm because order matters. 16, pick 4. Great. Now, that's easy enough to do. Take a look at number 15. Again, playing around with the formulas is what we're going to do on this one. Look, it says if NPR is this and NCR is this, determine the value of N. Well, we might as well determine the value of R too while we're at it. But boy, oh boy, this could be, wow, a nightmare. No, actually, you know what? It's not. Look at the formula. NPR, you know that this is N factorial over N minus R factorial, right? That has to equal to this big, ugly number. Look at that. Yuck. Okay? All right. So what? Now go over to this guy. You know that this is N factorial over N minus R factorial, right? R factorial. This is going to give you 495, right? Now, here's how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to go straight out and cross multiply this, right? So this gives me N factorial, right? 1 times N factorial is just N factorial. Gives me 11880 N minus R factorial, right? Now, I'm going to do exactly the same thing to this one. Watch this. This is going to give me N factorial, because that's over 1. It's going to give me N factorial equals to, look at this, 495 times N minus R factorial, right? But aren't these both N factorials? So that means they equal each other. Oh, so in other words, what I'm saying here is, check this out. This is what makes this really simple. Is that if this N factorial gives you this expression, and this N factorial gives you this expressions, and the N and R are exactly the same, make them equal to each other. 11880 N minus R factorial equals to 495 N minus R factorial. Look what cancels. Look. They cancel. They're gone, leaving you this mess. 11880 495 R factorial. This is a simple solve now. A very simple solve. Divide this by 495. Divide this by 495. When you get that, this works out to be 24. 24 equals to R factorial. So now start going through the process of elimination. What could R possibly be? Well, since this is a small number, just start working things out. I don't know. I know it's, let's try 3 factorial. Well, 3 factorial, 3 times 2 times 1, which we know is 6. Okay, that's not close. Let's go to 4 factorial. 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 times 3 is 12, times 2 is 24, times 1. There it is. So your R value actually works out to be 4. Oh, how incredibly pleasant. Okay, now here's the difficult part. Let's use that to figure out our N factorial. Oh my gotcha. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up. I'll be back in a second. Hold on. Remember this formula? Remember this one? That said, N factorial, N minus R factorial equals to 11880. Do you remember that our R equal to 4 that we just finished solving? You can back up the podcast if you like at this point and look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using this number, and I'm just going to find my N. Well, we've done questions like this 100 times already. N factorial over N minus 4 factorial gives you this ugly number, right? Wow, that's just going to be gross. Okay, so stick with it. N factorial is going to be N times N minus 1, right? Times N minus 2, times N minus 3, times N minus 4 factorial, right? Why did I stop there? Because my denominator is n minus 4 factorial, and I know everything from that point on is going to cancel. This gives you 11,880, right? Now, this becomes either a y1, y2 option, or this becomes a guess and check option. All right, so what do we have? We got n times n minus 1 times n minus 2. So all we're doing is whatever we choose for n, we're decreasing it by 1, 2, and 3 until we get to this number, right? So obviously with this number being fairly large, I mean, it's 11,880, I'm going to start choosing numbers for n to be fairly large, right? I'm going to go out and I'm going to actually start choosing 8 here. So why? Well, let's see what we get. I'm just taking a ballpark number, throwing it in there. Now, remember what this is. That's 8. This next one's got to be 7 because I'm subtracting 1. This is going to be 6. This is going to be 5. And if I multiply 8 times 7 times 6 times 5, I actually end up with 1,600, which is nowhere near this. So I'm going to jump again. I'm going to jump all the way till, let's say, 10. So that would be 10 times 9 times 8 times 7. Oh my goodness. 10 times 9 times 8 times 7, I believe, is 5040. I'm getting closer, about halfway there, but I'm still not there. So I'm going to jump again. I'll go up by another couple. I'll go up by 2. So let's go 12. So that makes this one 11, makes this one 10, makes this one 9. And lo and behold, look at that. Ha! I got 11880. Aha. So my n value is 12. My r value is 4. Cool. So let's prove that this works. Let's prove that this works. So I'm going to have 12, pick 4, better give me 11880. Let's see if that actually works in my calculator. 12, pick 4. Yeah, that works. And I better have, on the next one, will be, oh, look at this. 12, choose 4, better give me 495. Let's try. Ready? 12, alpha, choose 4, and look at that. It does perfectly. A little bit of algebra, but it's not that scary, is it?